How are we doing, guys? All Leeds TV, Millwall 1, Leeds 1, and it's most definitely a point gained rather than 2 points lost. In the grand scheme of things, the way the game went, I think that's a really important point when come the end of the season. You know, you look at the way we performed, we weren't at our best today, but that's what teams at this level do. Successful teams at this level get points, they get scrappy wins. You know, that's what we've been able to do this season. You know, you look at Swansea away, you know, I saw that as a big moment, I think, in the season. I felt Swansea away was, and this is even bigger for me. You know, it's the last kick of the game. Well, almost the last kick of the game. We get the equaliser. The heads never dropped. We just kept going. We weren't at our best. The quality wasn't there today, as usual, but the determination was, and that's as important as anything, as far as I'm concerned. You know, you look at the first half. We weren't great. You know, the first half was really disappointing. One of the poorest halves this season so far for me. You know, I think the main problem was for me the way we were playing the ball out the back. I love it that we play the ball out the back, but you've got to have tempo to it. And this was the one time all season where we just didn't have the tempo. Okay, maybe Preston, at home when we lost in the League Cup, but there was no tempo with the way we were trying to play the ball out the back. There was too many players trying to take 2 or 3 touches of the ball. Pontus, you know, probably one of the best ball playing centre backs in the league. He was just taking 1 or 2 too many touches, and it was inviting the press from Morrison, from Lee Gregory on, and they were winning the ball back in some really dangerous areas. And in the end, for a lot of that first half, it just felt like we were having possession for the sake of having possession. There was a lot of passing the ball around the back. We never really got into Millwall's half. It was a little bit slow, and that's the problem. If you don't play the tempo or the confidence, that can happen. But second half, it was much better. We were getting the ball forwards quicker. We were still playing the ball at the back, but we were playing with pace. There was movement. Calvin Phillips was making the angles. Adam Forshaw came on and made a couple of angles. And we had that. We were able to play the ball at the back and get it forward quickly and still, you know, get ourselves back into the game. But going back to the first half, we weren't great in that first half. But we have the 2 biggest chances of the game in that first half. But we have the 2 biggest chances of the first half. Alioski on the back post in the first minute off a really good Jack Harrison cross. And then Tyler Roberts makes a chance for himself. Lovely bit of skill, but can't quite finish it. You know, Millwall, they didn't really create anything. I can't really recall them creating anything major chances in that first half, but they got the ball in some really dangerous areas, and we were able to drive at our defence a bit too much because of the way they were winning the ball back high, the way they were getting the ball forward, and they were winning a lot of the flick-ons, the knockdowns, etc., etc. We weren't quite at it in that first half. Let's just say. You know, I've said about the second half, we improve, but you know, then it comes to the goal in that second half. The goal is a poor goal, really, defensively from our point of view. You know, it's a long throw. I think Pontus has misjudged the flight of the ball. He's not really gone up for the header, and he's just been able to head it. I think it was Lee Gregory. He's just been able to head it. Not even got an angle on it at all. It's not even a great head across the goal. There's no one there really to clear. You know, to anticipate that situation. Barry Douglas maybe should do better on the back post as well for me. I think he should be getting there first. And it's a poor goal, really. It's one of the first goals this season where we've conceded, and I thought we really should have done better there. But it's one of them. In general, I thought we defended mostly pretty well today. We restricted Millwall. You know, Millwall had a lot of that first half, but they never created anything. Second half, we never really seriously looked in trouble defensively. I thought we did okay. And then we need to react to them. We go 1 down, we have to react in the game. We make substitutions, and I can't really say any of them made a massive change to the game, but it allows people to move around. You know, Jack Harrison moved up front, and he gets himself a goal, which we'll go on to in a minute. And then we start to get more of the ball. We get forwards a bit quicker. Samu Saiv, absolutely brilliant today for me. Getting on the ball, running at them, showing that bravery on the ball, which we needed. You know, it was so crucial we showed bravery on the ball, and we did when we went 1 down. It was almost as if when we went 1 down, it just woke us up. You know, that's probably the best thing that could have happened to us in the game. So then we start creating chances. Samu Saiv, just before Tyler Roberts comes off, Samu Saiv scoops a lovely cross in, and Tyler Roberts goes with his head. He should be taking that down and just trying to get a shot off, but he went with his head. The angle wasn't there for that shot. But in the grand scheme of things, Tyler Roberts is our 3rd choice striker. I'm not going to have a go at Tyler Roberts. His determination's there for everyone to see. I think he just needs to be a little bit more clinical in them areas. You know, I think if Kemal Roof is on the pitch, we'd probably do score some of those chances. Then obviously moving on, and then the big moment with about 10 minutes to go, Luke Ayling forces probably one of the saves of the season off Ben Amos. It's an absolutely incredible save. It's great work off on the left-hand side of Barry Douglas. I criticised him for the goal, but he got forward in that second half. A lot of dangerous crossing into the box. He wasn't his best defensively at all today, but he got forward when he could, and he makes that chance happen. Luke Ayling at the back post, almost on the half volley. It's an incredible save at the back post. I don't think Luke Ayling could do much more with that finish. And then at that moment, I think, that's probably the chance. But we didn't let our heads drop. We kept on getting on the ball. We kept doing what we believed in, and we got forward. The quality wasn't always there. There was a lot of loose passing, as I've already said. But we never stopped. And then Jack Harrison, it's lucky how the ball comes to him. It's a poor clearance, really, but it's just a great goal. It's a great bit of work off Jack Harrison. He moves it onto his left foot. It's a great strike, bottom corner. From that distance, the keeper's got no chance, and it's a fantastic finish. And then the last 5-10 minutes, well, probably more 5-6 minutes after that, were just incredible, really, to watch. It was a great habit for the Championship. Millwall, to be fair, were determined to get the win. They weren't happy with a point, which I've got to say is fair play to Millwall. And I say in general, I think Millwall tactically were very impressive today. Neil Harris, I think, really did get his tactics spot on today. But we had that quality at the end of the day. We had that determination at the end of the day to get ourselves a point. And then I'll just go back onto the last 5-6 minutes. Millwall probably should have at least one penalty. We got very, very lucky. There's a couple of goal line scrambles, and I really did think they probably should have had a penalty in one of those situations. But we've had a couple of decisions that have gone against us today as well. Few tasty challenges off Millwall, but you expect that at Millwall away. Don't think there's anything too over the top, but I thought maybe there could have been a couple of cards showing, but one of them, Millwall probably should have had a penalty later on, so I can't complain too much. Tom Elliott has a big chance as well. He hits the post, and it's just backs to the wall those last 5-6 minutes. We just couldn't really get out, but the determination was there. Fair play to Millwall. They tried to win the game, but we were able to stand strong. We had a little counter attack as well later on, but we just fizzled out. But all in all, I was happy with the point. I'm not going to say I'm ecstatic about the point, but as I said in the preview, Wolves and Cardiff both failed to win at Millwall last season. That is a big thing. We would not have got a point there last season, playing the way we did. And we didn't last season. It was the exact same time this year. We lost the game. And it's a difference. That is the difference. I say about Swansea, I say about this game, that is the difference now. We've got that determination. We're not going to get hammered in the game. We're going to keep ourselves in the match. And that is the strength. Look at Gary Monk's season. How many times, away from home in particular, we weren't at it on the day, but we got ourselves a point or a win through just having the sheer defensive solidity and being able to convert chances, create chances, even when we're not playing well or having much of the ball. And we're able to do that, and we're able to get ourselves a really good point in the grand scheme of things over the season. We've got to push on now, though. We've got 2 home games coming up, Preston and Birmingham, 2 teams who have started the season badly, and I'd like to think we can get ourselves back to winning ways this week coming up. But it's a good point as long as we get the results at home this week as well. We've got to get ourselves back to winning ways, because as much as the start of the season has been amazing, this isn't a criticism, by the way, but we've actually gone 3 games without a win now. It's weird as that sort of sounds. That was our first goal for almost 3 games, right at the last minute. So it's important we get ourselves back to winning ways as soon as possible. But that point never happens last season, and that is what champions, promotion contenders, playoff contenders do. They get points when they don't play well. And my man of the match today has got to be Samu Sai for me. I thought, all in all, I just thought he was the heartbeat of the team today. I thought with Pablo Hernandez missing, we were going to struggle a little bit to create. But Samu Sai, I thought, really took on that role, the enganche role, if you like. Being the creative link in the team. With less defensive responsibility, but I thought he did well. Samu Sai, I thought he was absolutely brilliant today. Didn't really get himself a goal or assist, but everything we did well today came through Samu Sai. He didn't see much of the ball, but his efficiency with it was exceptional. He was positive with the ball, and he sort of led the team very much. Especially in that second half, the last half an hour, he was brave on the ball and he was saying, "Look, guys, we're not going to take a 1-0 defeat here. We're going to carry on going. We're not going to stop. We're going to run at them, even if we lose the ball, even if we get tackled, we're just going to carry on, keep creating that space," and that's what he did throughout. Brilliant performance of Samu Sai. Good points at the end of the day. All Leeds TV. Make sure you check out Joe's review as well, and Ramblings of the South Stand. I've been Oscar Marriott, All Leeds TV. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.